So that was Troth with Comes to the Pity. That's a bit bright. All right. So um, this one is not any different really from what I've been talking about. It's just kind of refining a few things. There has been a horrible lie perpetrated upon pretty much everyone on the earth. And the good news is it's almost over. And the truth, because like, there's nothing done, there's no lie that won't be made to come to light. It always happens. No matter what, no matter what. It always happens, doesn't it? You wanna know why? Because lies aren't real. And for people like me, when things don't add up, you can't just leave it be. You can't. It's like an annoying fucking thorn or an ember in your brain, just burning and burning and burning. Because you told me 2 plus 2 is 5. Now there was a lot of stuff that you said in there, but then you said 2 plus 2 is 5, and so I was with you until you said that. And when you said that, then I'm like, okay, if that's not true, what else isn't true that you're saying? And now I'm trying to figure that out. And so because that ember is burning in there, it won't. I personally won't be able to rest. Nope, that's the wrong way. Tighten it up, not loosen. Nope, that's loosen. There we go. That's better, I think. Anyways, yeah, that's not going nowhere. So it just bugs the fuck out of me, and I can't just leave it be. So sometimes I wish I could, but other times if I like it because it's not like a superpower or anything, but I can get the feeling that something's not right. You know, even amidst a storm of like real statements, one of them in there is not true, and it doesn't feel right. It doesn't resonate the same as the rest of the stuff, and so it bugs me. And there are journalist type people that do that kind of same stuff. So there will be a time when everything's written down. Look at all the stuff that's coming to light about the Civil War. So that happened with JFK is now just now coming to light. So that happened with MLK is just now coming to light. And no, Donald Trump doesn't owe any. He doesn't get any credit for that. That stuff has been locked away in a vault and not allowed to be opened until all the people involved are dead. So no one can be prosecuted. You get it? The truth will come out. We don't mind the truth coming out. We just don't want to suffer any consequences here. So you put a time lock on all the information, and you have to have a certain level of clearance. In order to violate that certain level of clearance, you have to have a certain level of clearance yourself, which means you have a certain level of trust with the government that you're not going to go doing the things that you're doing, which is going and digging around in the things that you're digging around in. Right? That's why they trusted you in the first place. So chances of you finding it are slim to none. On top of that, even if you're the president, you can ask for requests for information and they can tell you no. They can. They can hand you redacted. They can hand you redacted information. I want the unredacted. And no. I don't know what you guys think is going on, but it's not. Whatever you think is happening, it's not. It's not. It never has been. That's why I've never taken place in the election process. It's all a lie. It's been a lie since I've known it was a lie since fucking when they explained it to me. That was like fucking elementary school. I caught the lie then. It's bullshit. It's the illusion of choice and the illusion of power. You go down there, you slide your little thing in there. Perfect example. Monopoly from McDonald's turned out to be a scam. Yeah? Yeah. I thought of this when they first, like it was the second year. I noticed there wasn't any winners. There wasn't any announcement of like the big ticket, like the $1 million prize or whatever. There wasn't any that. There was none of that. And when I would go, I'd always get plenty of Park Place. There were certain ones I'd always get, and then they never would have the. I would never get the other ones. I'd get free food, like the free sandwiches and free drinks, which I'm fine. I'm like, okay, that's the actual prize, as well as the fun of like, ooh, what if I won $1 million? Kind of like when you buy a scratcher and or a lottery ticket. You're really not really buying to actually win. You're buying to play what if, and to have those dreams, like the $2, $3 to $5, $10 you put on there, is the dream between when you buy the ticket to when they announce the numbers and you fail and you don't get it. That's what you're paying for. That little hopeful dream to play, to imagine what would I do? What would I do? What would I do? $130 million. What would I do? What would I buy? Where would I go? And you start planning all your stuff out, and then you're like, it happens. People win the lottery, so it could happen. There's a chance it could be me. And then they announce the numbers, and you're like, yeah, I guess it's not, and I guess it can't be. Same thing with the McDonald's lottery. The McDonald's, God damn it, this thing keeps fucking up. I need to put another basket on there. Another rubber band or something and fix this. So they just don't print any of the winning pieces that you need to complete your puzzle, which they did, but they kept those in a vault and didn't really release those. Okay, does that work? There we go. Either way, whatever, I don't care. And they don't release those, but every so often. And then when they finally did release it, the people were very under guard and whatever, and they had a way serious, heavy protection of it. And the guy running it found a way to cheat over and over and over and over again. Meanwhile, we're at home completely oblivious of the scam. We're on third, fourth year, like, fuck yeah, it's coming around. Maybe this time I'll get it. No, there's no chance of you getting it because it's been a scam the whole fucking time. And what happens when you don't get it? You're like, damn, another Park Place. Some lucky motherfucker out there got it. But it's never you, is it? Now you multiply that times every person in America. How many do you sell? Fuck ton. Fuck ton. A metric fuck ton. And that's what you want to do. You wanted to sell a metric fuck ton, and you sold a metric fuck ton. Because the dream, the hope, and then you did the knowing it's not going to happen to you. The natural belief that you don't have that luck. How could you be that lucky anyways? That was a good dream. In the same way, Donald Trump makes and sells nothing. He sells dreams. And we will make America great again. How? By making America... You remember how good it used to be? Yeah, it was really great. Wouldn't it be great to be back there? Fuck yeah, it'd be great to have... Remember when gas prices... Yeah. Remember when, there were no people like, telling you what you could and couldn't say about gays and trans, and remember that? Yeah, yeah. Remember you could turn on your fucking TV and you didn't have to see like just them shoving their gay agenda, because you know there's people knocking on your door like Jehovah's Witnesses. Have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior Dick? Richard Long Dick. Well, we'd like to and welcome you to the gay community. You don't want to be part of the gay community? You sure? Can we just say a gay prayer with you real quick? You know, because that's the gay agenda, right? They're constantly in your face. When you're at the store and you're checking out, they're like, "Oh, would you like? Okay, you got your thing. Would you like? You have any coupons? No. Are you gay? No. Then you don't get the discount. Get the fuck out of my store." Right? Because they're just shoving it in your face. Or is it from time to time you look around and you see them now because they're not afraid to be in the fucking closet? And they're just shoving. They're not even trying to be straight. They're walking around holding hands, being a happy couple. How dare they shove their gayness in our face? Me and my wife, that's different. We're normal. They're queer. And that term means strange, weird. Not gay. Gay does not mean homosexual. Gay means happy. We'll have a gay old time. Flintstones weren't talking about Fred and Barney. Well, they might have been. I don't know. Women better spend a whole lot of time together than so did Fred. And they really didn't they didn't like the guys and they didn't like the girls. Maybe they meant a gay old time. Anyways, you learn something new every day. So, the Christmas time, they're not donning their flaming fucking pride flag apparel. Donning now our gay apparel. They're not, there's not chaps. They're not breaking up assless chaps. No whips and chains, no, cock socks. No lesbian haircuts or anything like that. No, they're just breaking out their happy clothes. So and the thing is, a woman there's always like a goose. A female goose is also a goose, but she's a gander. And then there's gay or homosexual. And then a homosexual woman is a lesbian. Why don't guys get one? You get homosexual and gay. But that also describes a woman who's homosexual and gay. But lesbian doesn't describe a man that's gay, does it? It just describes a woman that's gay. A bear, a twink. No, you're not getting it. You don't get it. You guys never will. That's fine. We're almost at the end any fucking way. It doesn't matter. That's the problem, is Donald Trump's been selling fucking dreams. Remember when you didn't have to see gay people? Remember when you had a great job? Remember when the world wasn't intercontinentally connected? Remember when white people had all the fucking thing and could just stomp all over everybody? Don't you miss those days? Let's make America great again. Yeah, there's 80%. 80% of the population is white. So why wouldn't they be on our side? Because of your 80% white people? 50% or more of those people are just Caucasian people that are just citizens of the world like the rest of us. You're the only one drawing a line saying we're separate and we should get better. Everyone else is like, no, what the fuck? I like jazz music. I like tacos. I like fucking, I got nothing wrong with any of this shit. You're the asshole talking about, aren't you, Elon? That ain't me. I think that's why some of those people are having a hard time saying that Elon Musk did that, because they've been telling themselves for years and years and years and years that the Republican Party is not racist, that they're not fascist Nazis. Matter of fact, it's those fucking libtard Democrats that, oh shit, he just sick-heiled. He's throwing his heart to the crowd. Oh, fuck. He just asked the goddamn people to do the same. Oh, shit. Well, he doesn't. He has what tweets? Fuck. I'm not a Nazi. There's good people on both sides. Let's remember, there's good people on both sides. Look, I'm with their political team, but I'm not with them. You guys know how to. You guys like the squad. Oh, you guys are for the squad. Even they're radical. It's not a radical. It's not really all that radical, thinking that people should have a job. The Green New Deal. The New Deal made sure that everyone had a job and made sure that everybody had, was trying to make sure that life was, instead of Social Security, trying to make sure that things were fair. That was the New Deal. The Green New Deal is trying to make, in this world of differences, of different things. I know, Grandpa. I know, Grandpa. The world has changed. And it used to be a nickel for bread, but it's now $1.50, Grandpa. So cough it up or get the fuck out of line and shut the fuck up. It hasn't been a nickel for quite some motherfucking time, and all your fucking longing will not get it back. It's gone. We're not going back. Once they took prices from the 90s below $1 to over $1.50, we haven't been below that. So don't give me shit, because if you want to give me shit about when times were good under Clinton, it was 89 cents. Fuck and you. Fuck and you. Under Bush, it started rising up and rising up and rising up because it's fucking war and unpaid for tax cuts for the rich. 2 wars, none paid for, and fucking tax cuts, unpaid for. Because we had a surplus. And rather than sure up fucking, so you guys aren't paying attention. And now that you're fucking, you're the people that like, don't watch all year, but your team's in the Super Bowl. Go fuck yourself. And that's the only time you tune in. That's the only time you will tune in. You know, because it's so fucking important to you, right? It's so important that we get this right. That your guy wins. Why? I don't know. I just don't like that guy. Stay the fuck home. You don't deserve a vote. What do they stand for? What are their political points? What are their standpoints? I don't know, but she eats baby. Stay the fuck home. You're too stupid. Stay the fuck home. Besides, it's all for you. It's all conspiracy anyways. It's not going to do you any good, so stay the fuck home. You're just making things worse. And Donald Trump lied to us, and he promised fuck you. How many people told you he's a lying goddamn snake? I don't know. He seems like a nice guy. Why? What has he ever done for you before now? Besides give you COVID and tell you that COVID's not a real fucking thing, then try to get you to drink bleach. What great things has he done? Fuck up the supply chain so there's no toilet paper in the fucking aisles. That's the problem with selling dreams. You're not really selling anything. That's why an NFT works perfect for Donald Trump. You give him cash, and he gives you nothing. That's something he can deliver on. You ever notice that all of his fucking plans are like, oh man, it's an amazing plan, but they won't let me do it. It's unfair. They won't let me. So you get that out of the way. I would do it, but the fucking Democrats are now voting against. You get the Democrats out of the way. I would, but Supreme Court, you get that fucking out. I would, but the Constitution says I can't. You get that fucking out of the way. Eventually, you're just left with him, this old, possible stroke victim, feeble, nearly 80 years old, weakling coward that's been talking loud shit like he's a tough guy because he can always point to that over there as why he cannot get it up. There's always some reason why he can't get it up, isn't it? We gotta get rid of those fucking assholes. Once we deport all of them. Oh, I'm gonna the wall, but the Democrats. Fires in California, turn the spigot on. No, up north there's a spigot. Turn it on. Yeah, just jumped to like 2 billion gallons of water. No, don't direct it or whatever. Just turn it on. It's the show. The people at home go, oh, he did turn on the spigot. It's fixed. I don't live in California. I live in North Carolina. Why did it take California that long to figure it out? I mean, they live there. Why don't they know about the spigot? Why is Donald Trump the smartest fucking person on the planet? That's why I voted for him to be president, because he knows more about California than the people that live in California, including the fucking governor, the mayors, and the residents who all say there's no fucking tap to turn on. He's lying to the idiots who celebrate every time something bad happens in California. You laugh and you enjoy and you say that's what you liberal fucktards get. But let a tornado hit you. The problem hits you. Where's the government? Why won't the government come and get? And then the fucking someone else does. Look at these lazy niggers. We should stipulate, you know what? If they're going to fucking have all these wildfires and all these natural disasters like earthquakes, I don't want to pay for all that. You don't, idiot. Do a deep dive and find out how much your state generates for the fucking United States versus how much it fucking takes from the United States. And maybe you'll shut your fucking mouth. Anyone at home who is sitting there talking about, I don't want my taxes being spent. If you get a tax return, shut the fuck up about your taxes. You gotta return, and then sometimes more than you put in. Shut the fuck up. You're stupid. You don't know what's going on at all. Your 4 brain cells are barely awake. You are an NPC. This is a simulation, and you don't think for yourself. Every thought you have was put in there by a book, a story, or something. You've never sat down and formulated a thought of your own. Not once. Not fucking since school started cramming their mental education dick into your ear. And you greedily accepted as much as you could. Oh, I listened and I understood, but I never bowed down. I understood that I needed to play their fucking game to get their stupid goddamn diploma. But I never bowed down. Some of you motherfuckers read a book and like, I am now an expert. No, you're not. You did no field research. You did no study. You read a book where someone else did all the fucking work. Then you process what you thought of that fucking person's work. But you didn't do any original work, like actually get out and find out if they're even telling the truth in the book. Idiot. It's a book that agrees with your already set opinion. A book about how Donald Trump's a piece of shit. I'll read that. How Donald Trump's a good guy. Fuck you. And that's not to say that, I'm just saying, that's to show that it's biased on both sides. Chuck Schumer is a good guy. In the fire. Oh, 20 ways Chuck Schumer's going to hell. Yes. Nancy Pelosi, the Antichrist. Yes. Nancy Pelosi, the first female. Get the fuck out of here. Liars. Hillary Clinton, the first female valedictorian of her college. Get the fuck out of here. The early years before she even met. Get the fuck above. They're both fucking liars. Oh, Hillary Clinton, why she did it? Yes, I gotta read that book, The Truth About Benghazi. Yes. Have you seen 2,000 Mules? Have you seen the shit saying that Dinesh D'Souza is a piece of shit liar? Have you seen the people turning on Dinesh D'Souza where they're he's probably going to be on the deportation list. He thought he's one of the good ones. And he's finding out that there's no good ones on their side. The only good ones don't share his skin color. To them, there's only one good. And you agree, is basically what they feel by you signing up, Uncle Tom. We're the best. You know what? My name's Kash Patel, and I approve Donald Trump's statement that he's better than me. My name is J.D. Vance, and I agree that my wife should be deported the fuck out of this country, and we should normalize hating her race. Including my own children, who are half. Don't hate the half of them that's like me. Hate the half of them that's like her. Go back and watch the, is it the Invocation, where the preacher, the female bishop, was talking and asking Donald Trump to have mercy on the gay community and those less powerful that can't protect themselves against him and his fucking evil friends that are now very, very powerful thanks to a bunch of stupid fucks in America. In the valley of your God, where eternal fate awaits. You've all cast your vote. I hope it's not too late. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? In the valley of the flies, there's no escape. You can only hide from the world you rape. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? If you only understood if you play chess, you get to understand a little bit more. Kind of game theory, things like that. And as you play chess, you begin to think differently. At the very beginning, you're thinking one or two moves. As you progress, you're thinking about 4 or 5 moves ahead. As you progress past that, you start realizing your enemy is thinking 4 or 5 moves ahead too, if they're good. So now you must move 6 and 7 moves ahead, knowing your enemy, while also realizing that in a civil situation, this isn't your enemy, this is just your opponent. And understanding the difference between the two. Each conversation you have with your opponent helps you model their thinking process. Just simple gestures, but like go and have lunch. If you pay attention to things. And then you learn their behaviors. You learn the behaviors when gaming, then learn the behaviors outside of gaming. You learn the behaviors when they're in, and when, okay, so when you're playing chess, you're at war. There's no mercy. Good to know. I mean, out in public, you're a sweet person, but when you're playing this game, you have no care. It's good to know. I can start to plan for that. You see what I'm saying? Just notice little things like that. At a restaurant, thank you so much, I was so kind. I think, check. No care. Cold. I win. That's what I do. Oh, out here when we're done, good game, man. That was a great game. But while we're playing, your move. Okay, so if you move there, you're expecting me to fucking counteract that, which means I would move here, which means, oh yeah, you got your guy right there to take him. But if I don't do that, and let's see if you plan for me, yep, you got someone right there in case I don't move there. So what I should probably do, I should go fucking rogue. You've obviously planned about 4 or 5 things. I gotta do something that you would never expect. Something that's gonna throw you the fuck off. You've got a plan. You've obviously got a plan. You've got 4 or 5 moves here. You're doing something. And you're counting on me to try and fall into your trap. So, if I just make a random move, but make it with intention, your mind now scrambles like, oh, fuck. What's he doing? What's that? Your entire plan is fucked now, isn't it? You put one of my guys in jeopardy, hoping that I'm going to fucking react to that threat. And instead, I make a move you don't understand. I don't even understand it. It's just a random move, but I do it with confidence. And smile at you while doing it. Your move. If nothing else, you're going, You didn't save your rook. Why didn't you save your rook? Why did you move that pawn? Fuck. What am I not seeing? He's setting something up. Okay, the knight can move. Oh shit. Okay, his bishop can. Oh shit, his bishop can move. Okay, what's he? You know what I mean? And that none of that's anything at all. I just took one piece that is inconsequential at all. That eventually I was gonna have to move anyways. And moved him. Now your mind is swimming. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? You're gonna sacrifice your rook. You're gonna sacrifice your knight. What is that? Why would you let it go? Why are you letting me take your bishop? That's not all. I'm gonna take your bishop. If nothing else, I fucked your plans. Now I can start playing the game the way I want to play. Now we're playing by my rules. You move trying to think you're going to counteract whatever the fuck I'm doing there, and then I take your shit. And that was my only move, was to protect my guy by pretending I don't give a fuck about him. Take the fucking queen. You're going to take my queen? You think I'm going to fall for that? Take that bitch. Oh shit, he's going to take her back. Oh no, okay, what's he going to do? Okay, what's he got planned? Nothing. That's not what my smile says. And then when I pull it off, you're like, God damn, how'd you know? And like, I didn't. I just fucked your plan, so now you're playing in a confusion state. You're no longer playing where you're setting the pace. We're now equal. We're both playing at fucking... You see? We're both equal now. We're not playing at your speed. We're not playing at my speed. We're playing it. We both have no idea what the other's going to fucking take that shit and throw out the window. You don't know what I'm doing, and now you're trying to counteract for a move that I'm not actually making, so I have no idea what the fuck you're doing. It's all equal now. That's usually how I win. Because I adapt as I'm going. I don't go forward with any fucking plan. Trump, however, has a plan. It's a failed, stupid, dumb plan. Tariffs. Let's talk about tariffs. Let's suppose that it's going to work exactly the way Trump thinks. Canada's going to pay a flat, whatever. China's going to pay a flat, and blah, 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 blah. Canada's already better at this fucking game. They're not using a hammer or a baseball bat like Donald Trump. They're using a fucking scalpel. They're being surgical with their moves. They're being precise. They're targeting who they want to target, and they're hitting them fucking hard. They're announcing 100% tariff on all Tesla vehicles. 100% tariff on all products made from red states. And they're on the world stage encouraging other countries to do the same in retaliation if Trump should threaten them. So that 25% tariff that we're going to pay on China just became 100% fucking tariff on us. If it works the way Donald Trump says, which it doesn't. But either way, they're still hitting back, unafraid. You know, because Trump's so respected on the world stage. Everyone loves him. They're not breaking out the inflatable baby diaper dons. They're not breaking those back out. That's an illusion. You don't see that. That's not true. They're not cussing him out. Literally saying, fuck off. Literally. Fuck off. International television. Name me a time a president has been told by another fucking country, a U.S. president has been told by Denmark or one of our allies Not the country, not America. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. They didn't say America. They said Donald Trump. This goes out to you specifically. Fuck off. Because he's so respected. The world loves him. That's why Canada is doing what they're doing to him. Do you think Donald Trump products, I guarantee you if there's any hotels in Canada, there won't be. Because that's Canada. The reason why Trump wants to take Canada and then next Mexico and to control the Panama Canal is to limit the strength of BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, which tend to use the Panama Canal to get through. Brazil, China. That way they can tariff the fuck out of anybody that's going through the fucking canal, can't they? They can charge whoever. And if you got a cargo shipment full of fucking goods, well, we can mark that shit up as large as we want to, can't we? Or you have to go all the way around South America. That's why. That's why. So Brazil tries to move anything through the Panama Canal. Which, again, Panama. America. And the two are separated by Mexico, which has a gulf right there called the Gulf of Mexico. Because believe it or not, a lot of America was called Mexico before your forefathers stole it. They didn't buy it. They didn't enter through a port of entry with the proper paperwork. The very thing you're afraid of Mexicans coming here doing to you, the reason you fear it is because it would be retribution and you would deserve it. That's what the big fear about giving black people better rights. The retribution. The thing is, they don't want retribution. They just want your foot off their fucking neck. Oh, yeah, that's what they all say. As soon as I get my foot off his neck, he's going to punch me in the dick. The longer you keep your foot on his neck, the more you're right. Right now, he just wants to breathe, and he wants you to stop that. Let's get your foot off his neck. Get your foot off their necks. Just stop. Just stop that. What are you going to do? You started this. You understand? When you decided your rules gave you the right to take him to the ground and put your foot on his neck or your knee in his back, that's when you started this. So whatever retribution comes is what comes. You keep trying to deny it for them, God will handle it. He always does. He always will. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. From what I've seen, black people, Chinese people, Asian people, they just want white America, not Caucasian. Because Caucasians just interact and they come to the barbecue and hang out, and there is no difference. We're all just a bunch of shades of brown. There are no white people or black people. There's just brown people from different places. Different hairstyles and different clothes and different types of music, and it is a hell of a fucking party. It's a hell of a party, man. Every kind of music you could want. No one's forcing you to do anything. It's just a party. You're just not allowed to go next door and tell them to turn that goddamn salsa music off so you can listen to your country louder. Especially when the salsa music was playing first. Then go build a shed or a barn somewhere out in the country and square dance your happy ass off. There's nothing wrong with square dancing, line dancing, or any of that shit. That's part of your culture. Go do it. Do I really want to dance like those Irish river dancers? No. Do I want to watch a show of it? No. Do I want to stop them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The world's a better place for a world where people can do that and get paid. The world's a better place. That a guy can get a bucket and make cash. World's a better place. That dude rides around on a moped with a fucking microwave on his head, rides up and giving you advice out of the fucking blue. The world's a better place. The world's a better place for someone like Paul Rubin can dress up like Pee Wee Herman and make us all laugh. It's a better place. And I don't want to go to your fucking Republican boring ass shit one. We've been there. Hitler tried it. It fucking sucks. Anything that Donald Trump... Name me... Can you picture actually Donald Trump having an actual real playlist of music that he loves? That he loves, that generally he feels something about. Can you picture it? I can't. Not unless they are songs that talk about how good Donald Trump is. Like that one song that came out when he won the election. But he was only going to like that for a little while because it's not going to be... I don't think it has enough mentions of his name in it. How's Vivek Ramaswamy? Vivek really slimy. How's he doing? Him and Doge. You know, because you guys aren't racist. Right? Normalize Indian hate, right? Right, J.D. Vance? Even though your wife... Dude, I hope Donald Trump's cock tastes good. You know what? I noticed something. They say that Donald Trump is aligning himself with a bunch of sycophants, yes men. He's aligning himself with the compromised, the mutually assured destruction. You turn on me, I turn on you. J.D. Vance was calling Donald Trump Hitler. He comes back with a beard and guy liner. He's taking Donald Trump's side over his wife's. What does Donald Trump have on him? Ted Cruz. Donald Trump strips calls his wife ugly. He says he'd never back him. And he gets booed at the Republican Party thing for saying just that we need to, and that was with Hillary, that you need to vote your conscience. Simple concept. Simple concept. It should not be booed by anyone, anywhere, ever. The concept is, by all means, vote your conscience. They started booing because they knew their conscience is telling them not to vote for Donald Trump. Otherwise, they'd be cheering like, yeah. Vote your conscience. What do you feel when Hillary? Exactly. It feels bad, doesn't it? So vote your conscience. No, they immediately said, boo, that's anti-Donald Trump. He said, vote your conscience. Boo! About a week later, he's at a desk with a big Trump Pence sign behind him. They're recording him. Hey, this is Ted Cruz calling on behalf of President Donald Trump. And he has a beard. Why? I used to call him Lion Cruz, now I call him Beautiful Ted. Why, because he have a beard now? He's beautiful? Now that he's telling the truth about you, he's beautiful. Isn't that right, Satan? Now that he's reflecting your lie. Look how beautiful he is. What's he got on Cruz? Because Mitt Romney hasn't changed his mind. Several people that weren't changed their mind just quit. They didn't speak up on the way out the door necessarily. They kind of put out like one of those type of things like, I've been a Republican for fucking 30 years. Sorry for having to quit. Midterm. Why? Was he voting his conscience? I'm not joining the Democrats. I'm also not going to speak up about this. So you're just as bad. Stepping away, Paul Ryan. Doesn't excuse you, doesn't exempt you. You helped set this train in motion. They laid all the groundwork. They laid the tracks. How they expected a Trump train of some kind not to come rolling up on it, I don't know. That was the one thing they were missing. They could not get the crowd to go with it because their lies made no sense. Everyone's going, dude, you're a fucking racist. Plain and simple, you're just a fucking racist. Right. The DEI and that's just because you hate black people and people of color and women. Really? You don't? Then why wouldn't you give people agency of their own bodies? Why can't gay people just be gay? Why do you hate so badly? Could it be that you don't actually hate this badly, but you're so bad at governance that once again, man, I know I told you like lower gas prices, but all these trans people reading these books to children. If you stop looking at it as grooming and looking at this as an actual man, a woman born in a man's body, for those that can't understand, follow this logic. Science has proven it. XX, XY chromosomes. According to science, we all start out as female, and at some point in time, I believe a hormone or something is introduced that turns the XX to an XY. We're all trans. We're all gay. Because we all were female at one point in time. According to science, I don't know if that's true or not, but it makes sense because where do people come from? Women. Not one person on this earth did not come out of a woman. Not one. No man. No woman. Aside from Mary, Yeshua was, supposedly. No woman's got knocked up by herself. Had to raise a kid by themselves sometime, but so if we all started out as a woman, what if the body developed into a man, but the original XX did not do the other transitioning? Vice versa. All the stuff to drop in to turn it to a guy happened, except the conversion of the XX to XY. It's very simple, people. It's very simple. What we call gender and sex are bad terms. This is what happens with a context clue language. When you actually look up gender, let's go ahead and do that. You know what? While we're talking shit here, let's prove some things. I mean, you can talk shit all day long, but, the best thing to do would be to prove it. I want the actual definition from Merriam-Webster type fucking thing there. Merriam-Webster, here we go. I'm going to put this over here, and we're going to do some research together. We're going to learn some things, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're going to learn some shit today. How about that? Okay? Let's learn some shit today. I feel like learning some shit today. You feel like learning some shit today? Let's learn some shit today. Want to learn some shit today? All right. Let's learn some shit today. A subclass within a grammatical class, such as noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, language, and that determines agreement with section of the words. The behavioral, cultural, psychological traits typically associated with one's sex. Seems pretty straightforward, right? But watch this shit. Sexual intercourse, genitalia. There's other words for it, aren't there? So we gotta get a little bit more specific. What we mean is the genitals you can be born with. Not gender, not sex. Because sex can be, and gender is more things pertaining to. Okay, so what you mean to say is that there are hundreds, if not thousands, of sexualities. Things and combinations of gender, of things you can do with your genitals. There are people that like to fucking hang out with balloons. They get a sexual gratification for just being in the room with balloons. Sexual gratification. Is that not sex? That's sex. Is it different? Sure. They hurting anybody? No. If balloons can feel something, maybe, but I mean, leave the dude alone. Leave the girl alone. Are they happy? Are they bothering anybody? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. You're bothering some livestock? You need to be like, hey man. You're bothering other people. Hey man. No good. No good. As far as genitals you can be born with, there needs to be another word. You see what I'm saying? Sex doesn't do it right. See? It has multiple meanings. Gender doesn't do it right. It has multiple meanings. Both of them surrounding the same thing. Intercourse and or being male or female. So the both words can be what? Microphone. Human. Eyeball. Nose. Yes, there's K-N-O-W. You know what I mean? N-O-S-E is just nose. So, the condition of the human skin, the genitals of a human skin, the human skin, the different forms, the different genitalia you can be born with. I personally feel it needs a name that's not gender and not sex. Because sex can be the act of making one of you. Gender can just be pertaining to the things about genitalia. We need a specific fucking thing so that way when someone says, "What? How many genders are there?" What did we just realize? There's a bunch of sex. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of shit, didn't we? We just looked at the definition. It's not so simple as there's men and women. Is it? Then how come there's all these other definitions? Well, you know what I mean. Fuck you know what I mean. That's why we don't need a context clue. So that way we know we're talking about the same thing. When I say it's raining outside, you're not thinking that I mean that someone's out there being a king. You understand? Otherwise, we're not having a conversation. We're just making noise at each other. And more than likely, it's going to end up in an argument because you're not saying that, and then you get the fucking meta conversations. Oh, I thought you meant. I know what the fuck you thought I meant. You're the one who fucked up this conversation. You're the one who got it wrong. I know what I meant, and I know what you meant, and you've been wrong. Why can't you just say, I was wrong? You got to explain to me what the fuck you meant? Now we got to have a conversation about the conversation? Go fuck yourself. I misunderstood. It's good enough. Sorry, man. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you meant... You got to clarify, don't you? Because you're not a big fucking idiot who fucked up. Either way, even if you thought he meant... You still fucked up, created an argument. You've been arguing for the last half hour from the wrong standpoint. Because of what you thought I meant. And I've been trying to drill through you. That's not what I'm saying. Because I know what you think I'm saying. But you got to wrap it all up. Oh, that's what you meant? I know you thought wrong. Fuck. Otherwise you've been like, oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't 100% agree, but I see what you're saying. So please spare everyone in the world with what you thought. Please. I was wrong. My bad. That's all we need. Along with I'm sorry, but. Then you're not sorry. Plain simple. The only real apology is I'm sorry. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no other parts to it. I'm sorry. And if they give you that look, like, what are you sorry about? I fucked up with. I should have said that. That was fucked up. Because sometimes you want, you say, oh, I'm sorry. And you're just saying that because you want things to be. Right? So, like I said, the only other option is, like I said, they give you a look like, what are you sorry about? I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have fucking kicked your Pokemon card. Whatever the fuck it is. I'm sorry, but you know how I am when I get. Nope, that's not an apology. I'm sorry, but you just did. Nope, that's not an apology. Well, I wouldn't have done it. Nope, not an apology. Not an apology. I did apologize. No, you excused yourself. I said I'm sorry, and then you added a but. But. Everyone I know's got a big butt. Paul Rubens is a fucking genius, dude. Name me anyone else who could get up there and act like Pee Wee fucking Herman and get away with it. Seriously, have like a long running career as Pee Wee Herman. Two movies. He once he passed, like now that he's passed, there's like a thing coming out where he, comes out of the closet. Basically, I guess before he died, he said he's gay. I'm like, what? Pee Wee? Paul Rubens? No. The guy that used to encourage me to bang pots and when, while my parents are sleeping because someone said the secret word? No. You're not ruining my childhood with your gay agenda. Making me believe that I laughed and had a great time watching a gay guy have a fucking incredible time talking to a John Bill head in a fucking box. Cowboy Curtis. Miss Yvonne. What, you mean Pee Wee that didn't want to get with Dottie? What? Dude, come on. Get real. Pee Wee was swimming in ass. You know how many women wanted to fuck Pee Wee Herman? That laugh alone probably got, oh man. Probably got half the ass. They probably did half the work. Getting the panties down. You know what I mean? And you trying to tell me he's gay. Not buying it. Next you're going to tell me George Michael's gay. And that song, Father Figure, is not to a woman. Ah, shit. You gonna tell me Boy George is gay, right? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Is that what we're doing today? Huh? Anyways, but yeah, no, Trump is just going around selling absolutely nothing. Nothing. Everything he sells, he just puts his name on. Same with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a bit worse because he doesn't invent anything. He just makes things worse. He has a lot of money. So he comes in and he finds a company that is doing things like Tesla, SpaceX, other things like that. They're actually doing stuff. Good things. They need money to keep going because that's what the kind of world we live in. The shit world we live in. To keep going, you got to have money. Even though rocket fuel doesn't cost anything, metal doesn't cost anything, time, labor, there's not a single dollar. To push that button to launch doesn't cost a single dollar. All those people out there that are working, doing their work and building the stuff, they don't need any dollars to do that. They're all experts at what they do, and then they go into the place where the stuff is. And they don't have to buy the pieces because the stuff's there. No, I get the pieces are made somewhere else, but they didn't use any money to build the pieces. Like there's no dollar bills in any of the screws or bolts. It's like there's no money in your hamburger. When you give them $5, they take it and they grind it up, and they put some salad on it, and then hand it back to you as a burger. Your time doing somebody else's shit work got you a few pieces of the fucking Monopoly cash, and you trade that Monopoly cash for something of value. Get it? So the money has no value. The things you buy have value, and so does your time. So they trade your time for slips of paper that other people have agreed. I'll take that piece of paper in exchange for your time. And you are now worthy to own one of these. You won't have enough time to play it because the job you had to get that is eating up all your time to play that. Plus you need electricity and somewhere to play it, so you got to pay for a house, so you got to go do that. But if you want to go somewhere, you got to get a car so you can drive that, so you got to get that, and you got to get the money, so you got to get a job so you can get that. So because what you want to do is play this, so you got to get a job that will not let you have time to play this, so you can have a house to play it in. And then maybe when you're hitting your golden years, like 70 or 80, you finally get to play this, and no one wants to hear it. And you're too old to do it anyways. But don't worry. We have something for you to do. We're raising the retirement age. You can die on the job now. Isn't that awesome? Thanks to Trump, we can now die on the job at the ripe age of 97. And then we'll finally put in our work for him and Elon enough that they'll let us sleep. Isn't that fun? We'll finally have earned our own deaths. They'll finally let us pass. We'll have a debt. We'll have to pay for that, though. Well, you won't, but your family will have to pay for that. But they have payment plans. And you can keep paying for that until your death, when your kids have to pay for your burial. Oh, that's right. He buried Ivana on his golf course after cremating her because it cost money to bury her. So he just cremated her, which cost a couple $100. And then instead of getting a plot, he buried her on Mar-a-Lago, because if you bury a body on your land, it becomes a cemetery, and cemeteries can't be taxed. So now his entire golf course is tax-free. And so he gets his money back from cheating on that bitch. I'll get my money back from her one way or another. Told you I was going to give my money back. I told you I was going to give my money back. The amount of money I'm going to save in taxes alone, it's a genius move. It's just genius. That's his idea of genius moves. Cheating and defrauding the system. No. When Hillary Clinton was calling him a fucking Russian puppet, and his only answer was, no puppet, no puppet, you're the puppet. Remember that? Anyone? You guys have memory to go back that far, or no? I can pull up the video where he's lingering back behind her like a shark walking. Remember all that? No, that was more than 3 weeks ago, so you probably don't remember. Well, there was a time ago, long time, there were barely any people left. There were barely any people around. It was the year 2016. Long ago. Before memory. Before AI. So, yeah, before any real significance in this world. There was a lady. Her husband had been president before. A very successful presidency. He was kind of a bastard. That doesn't change the fact that we added time to the doomsday clock. The doomsday clock is how close we are to killing ourselves as a species. And for the first time, and since the doomsday clock was invented in the 90s, we actually added time because things were going so well. But he got a blowjob. And so therefore, anyone in his administration is compromised and therefore gotta go. So we got somebody who immediately tanked all the fucking pleasure and joy out of the system. His name is George Bush. He got us into 2 wars that were unnecessary. And they weren't funded either. And he declared winning them quickly. But we just lost one of them thanks to Donald Trump, who ordered a withdrawal. Should I pull up the evidence? I know you guys can't remember that far back. Should I pull it up? It's on the internet. You can look it up. You can look it up anytime you want to. It's you have to actually open your eyes and watch some stuff besides the stuff you want to hear. It's out there. Like if you don't watch Fox's cut of Obama saying that, you'll see that he doesn't say you didn't build your business. He says the streets, the infrastructure, the water pipes, the roads, the interstates, the electric grid. You didn't build that. You use it. Matter of fact, most of the people that move downtown, like whatever, to start their building, didn't even build the fucking building. The building was already there. It was for lease or for sale, wasn't it, fuckface? He's telling the truth, but all you guys immediately get butthurt because somebody told you should be mad that the president told you didn't start your own business and you didn't make your own business at all. And they play that clip, you didn't build that. And then that's all you care about, what the guy told you he was going to say. And the clip of you didn't build that. I know because my dad believed the shit. And I said, Dad, I just watched it. Oh, I saw it too. He said you didn't build your... I'm like, he's saying the infrastructure. No, he said you did. Okay. You got the internet right there in front of you, right? Right? Let's both pull up the video. And we'll both watch it right now. And see what he says. I don't have to. I've already seen it, son. Then there shouldn't be any problem. It's only a few seconds. I just watched it. It's less than like 5 minutes. We should just watch it real quick. And then we can settle what he said and what he didn't say. I don't need to. How do you contend with that? You give them enough rope. They're telling you there's this magical bridge between this gap and that gap that no one can see. Instead of trying to stop them from running off the edge, step out of their way. Watch, I'll show you this grinder machine is perfectly safe to put your arm into. Okay, maybe it's not. What do we do now? How do I get my arm back? You don't. What? You're just gonna let me stay like this? Why didn't someone tell me? We did. We did. Matter of fact, God told you from the beginning that Donald Trump would be coming. He didn't name him by name, but he gave all. While we're here learning stuff, let's see. Characteristics of the Antichrist. No, this is not, I mean, we're going to go and hopefully they will have the biblical references as to why they say this. Let's take a look at. Paul spoke of one man as being a man of lawlessness. Well, Trump's breaking all the fucking laws. We got 2 Thessalonians. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Thessalonians 2, 3, 4. Because, I mean, it could be bullshit, right? Could be bullshit. Thessalonians 2, 3, 4. I can just say that. Or I can go, hey, we got time. Let's see what Thessalonians 2, 3, 4 actually does say. Bible Gateway. I prefer the King James Version, but don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the man doomed to destruction. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. He looked to the sky and said, I'm the chosen one. He's made a trip to Gaza. He's made a trip to fucking Israel. He's been to the Holy Land. If he's been to the city of David, that's where the actual temple is, not the Temple Mount. That may have been the last location of the temple, but that was where Caesar was at, and they probably put like a second temple area thing up there because the people were not going to have, they were Jewish first, and they were not going to have Caesar sitting higher than their God. If you also look at the location of the Temple Mount, it's overlooking the valley of death. God specifically says several times, he is the God of life, not the God of death. Let the dead tend to the dead. So why would he then have his home, his temple, overlooking the valley of death? He wouldn't. All the things necessary for the actual temple are not there, but all the things necessary are in the third temple, in the city of David. Yeshua said, you see this temple? Not one stone will be left on top of each other. Oh, he's talking about the body. Sure. The Wailing Wall is stone on top of stone on top of stone. So the possibility of it being up there, I'm already negating that possibility. Not one stone on top of each other. Right now, it's probably like a falafel shop or just a gift shop. People probably don't even have any idea they're actually walking there. They have no idea that back in days of antiquity, that was the holiest place in the whole fucking planet. No idea. But no one's proclaiming himself to be God. Trump, however, has looked to the sky and called himself the chosen one. So if he were to go to that area, he would be in the place of the Lord. claiming to be God. Has he exalted himself above everything they call God? Only I can fix this. No one knows more about warfare than me. I'm probably the cleanest man God has ever made. These are words that have come out of his mouth. When there was an article saying the people of Israel love him, they're treating him like the second coming of God. He didn't say, hey guys, let's calm it down a little bit. I don't want to get hit by any fucking lightning. I don't want to piss God off. I would. I don't want to piss God off. I appreciate the kindness and whatever, but no. If anything, I might be a messenger of his. But no, please, let's tone it way down. Way down. Way down. Please. For my behalf, so that I don't, you know what I mean? So God doesn't think I'm encouraging this. But no, Trump goes, wow. In other words, they reckon that they know who I am. I alone can fix this, and it's going to go like a miracle. His now thing, what he's been doing recently is go live in peace or something like that is what he's saying. Where Yeshua said, peace be with you. On top of that, he's saying, go live in peace to people that are coming from war-torn areas. Mainly due to his fucking inaction. Putin's been so dick hard for Ukraine. Like I said, if he gets it, I fear for why. Not for me, for you guys. Oh, I'm going to be all right. He ain't yelling at me. So we did Thessalonians 2:3. Okay, so let's keep going. He has exalted himself. He is a fucking boastful, lawless man. 34 felonies. Admitted to grabbing women by the pussy. So admitted rapist. That would be rape. Walking up and grabbing someone by the pussy is rape. I'm sorry. Fuck you. I don't care if you just, oh, you didn't put his penis. Fuck you. Rape. If there's such thing as statutory rape with someone who's willing, a girl who's underage, she's willing, and they still consider that rape. Both people willing. And that could be the guy's like 19 and she's 17 is still fucking rape. So sticking your fucking, any part of your body in a fucking woman that doesn't want it is fucking rape. Making a woman, dude, fuck you guys. Anyone trying to fucking defend it, fuck you. He will blaspheme God. Blaspheme the holy name of God. In Revelation 13:6 it says, and he opened his mouth blasphemies against God to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, that is those who dwell in heaven. I think calling yourself the chosen one, saying God spared your life to make America great again. Wasn't that your first? Okay, so wait. God spared your life to make America great again, but he didn't get you elected a second time? Saved you from a bullet. Just turned your head just like that to save you from a bullet, but can't fucking give you clear evidence that you were robbed in 2020? Interesting, isn't it? He saved your life to get reelected. Kind of blasphemous, isn't it? Promising people that he's going to give them prosperity that no one can take from them. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. I heard it come out of his fucking mouth. And when we're successful, no one will be able to take this from you. I was like, what about God, motherfucker? The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. Ooh, you piece of shit. You just said basically, without any concern, and while these people are plotting, I will give you what God has taken, and I will make sure he cannot take it from you. That's not what he meant. Stop fucking defending him. Stop making up what he meant. Stop deciding what he felt inside of his brain. You're not in there. You're in your own brain. You don't get to tell me what he meant. The fact that he didn't even think about it tells me everything I need to know about what he meant. It's on the forefront of all of my thoughts. The fact that you had to go, well, of course, Jesus. He said, God has never made a cleaner human being. Jesus Christ? Jeffrey Dahmer? Countless people currently serving prison sentences. But David Den of Sin, which is the name he went by for Stormy Daniels, the whole NDA with her. Denison. Den of Sin. When Jesus came across a prostitute, said, go forth and sin no more. He didn't fuck her and then say, go forth and don't tell anybody what we did here. No, sign this agreement real quick. Sign this agreement real quick saying you won't tell anybody that I fucked you. Well, because the Son of Man cannot be also the Son of God and have been fucking you. But Trump sure said, I can't be president and be married and have a third fucking adultery on my fucking hands and them elect me. So shut the fuck up. No, they don't have an NDA. Why do you have an NDA with someone that is lying? Why would you have an NDA and pay that person money, which your lawyer gets caught in because you're terrible at fucking crime, even though that's all you do. But it just so happens that you get away with it all the time. The people around Trump go to jail. The people he orders to do stuff go to jail. The way like John Gotti, you know what I mean? The people like Mr. Untouchable. He's not untouchable. It's just that his stupidity hasn't caught up with him yet. It will. Because he's dumb. And so dumb people are guaranteed to do dumb things. And he's already doing it. He's overextended himself, promising these people and then promising these people. You see? He's overextended himself. You're promising opposite things. Because right now it's about the cash coming in. But those people are going to want fucking results. Oh, he's firing off executive order, and they're getting struck down. So he's not getting anything done. Oh, yeah, some of them are sticking because they are actually legal. Are they any good? Stop bragging about the fact that he got it done. Is it any good? Was the plan was it worth it? Was it worth all the shit? Was it worth all the shit? Fuck ads. All the shit he's doing, was it worth it? Because if it wasn't, what's the point? See, here's the thing. You guys want to credit him for removing the TikTok ban. This is typical Trump behavior. Trump supporter behavior. Trump is angry with TikTok because they have a social media that's doing better than his social media. So it's run by the Chinese. He uses your hatred, xenophobia, fear, bigotry to his advantage. It's run by the Chinese. Who knows what they're doing? Never mind that the Pokemon Go was used to map out real world places and help train AI on how to find things. Including practice. Okay, if they give a basic idea of where it is, they can get the human nature of what people tend to do, where they tend to go to look. Right? Because there's going to be, there, by nature, humans tend to do a lot of things without even realizing we're exactly like other people. The na-na-na-na-na, taunt, na-na-na-na-na, is universal. Cultures that have never talked to each other, it's universal. And that's just one thing, one of many things that we all do without even realizing that we're all connected in this fucking way. So they all go out, and there's all these different people, all these kids, adults, and whatever. It's got your age, it's got all that shit, your geographical location. How many people are looking for it? What do you guys do in a group when you're looking for, when does everybody look? Okay, everybody fractions, it goes to, you know what I mean? It can do, and is that more effective, or is it more effective when they work together? You guys did all the training for them as actual thinking humans. Now all the robot has to do, all the computer has to do is run through all those factors and find the most logical one, the quickest way to find the answer. It doesn't even have to do all the different ones on its own. You did it for him. You could always, instead of banning TikTok, demand a version of it like the way China has. China has TikTok over there because they counter YouTube. Because there's so much horrible shit on YouTube that they don't want people in their country seeing. We always, oh, it's a freedom. Dude, you don't have to. Freedom isn't always the best thing in the world. Having all the options in the world isn't always the best thing. It's just not. There's just no need for a world with 2 girls, 1 cup. I've never seen it. I refuse. There's just no need for that kind of shit. There's just so much shit that there's just no need for, and yet it's out there, and part of, I think it's called the zeitgeist. Everybody's kind of shared collective whatever. And then else you've heard of it. Leroy Jenkins, all these different things you've heard of at least. These shared experiences. So it claims that TikTok is, oh, they're getting your information spying. They're already doing that shit. And unfortunately, Donald, while you were fucking president, you oversaw quite a huge fucking China data breach. And maybe this is your way of trying to claim that that's how they got it. But it's not. Everybody freaked out when Joe Biden had the spy things were flying overhead. Never mind that Trump had more. We knew who they were from, and they did nothing. Typical Trump supporter behavior. Love to what about stuff that doesn't matter, the stuff that's not even there. Like Hillary Clinton's running for office. What about Bill Clinton? I don't know if you know this, but Hillary Clinton is not Bill Clinton. Well, she's still with her husband? Oh, that's the first person that's ever been cheated on by her husband and stayed with him. They're from the 70s. Maybe they were swingers back in the day, and she doesn't have any problem with it. It's none of your fucking business what they do in their bedroom, and that's kind of the point. Well, if the president gets a blowjob, what? Your kid might get a blowjob? If the president doesn't get a blowjob, your kid won't get or give a blowjob? Or ever know about a blowjob? And if you don't talk about sex, your kids will never do it until you're ready to have grandkids, right? So just don't teach them about it, because if you teach them about it, they'll do it. God knows that they won't. They don't have the stuff on them at all points in time. So anytime they decide to reach down like this, they're going to discover something about that whole world, and it's going to be full of misinformation. And if they start talking to each other, because they don't feel right talking to you about it, because you won't fucking be. You're always like, well, yeah, when you're older. And you always get red in the face and done whatever because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Can't. Well, just go. That's a stork. No, you can't. No, I know your dad said that, but my dad told me a stork does it. So we're good to stick them together. My mom said, I trust my dad. He's the smartest guy I know. Head in the sand, motherfuckers. If I can't see the problem, it'll just pass. Maybe if we just sit right here, real silent and real still, it'll go past us. No, I want there to be a leopard in the house. The hungrier, the better. It's fucking sweet is why. Don't just start making sudden movements. Yeah, well, leopards do eat people, so I mean, we did lose a Barbara there, but look how fucking sweet it is. It's fucking sweet. Now that's America right there. Eating someone's face right in front of everybody and don't even care. That's America. You gotta understand the tiger, the leopard doesn't. It's just being a leopard. Take it outside. You're so mean to the leopard. Why isn't anybody nice to the leopard? This isn't fair. I've only eaten 4 people, and you're trying to make me go sit outside like some kind of wild animal. I know. You're not a wild, crazy fucking animal that's eaten 4 people in the last 5, fucking hours. Even if I did, I didn't do it. No, you didn't. I wouldn't do it even though I did, and I said I didn't do it, and I wouldn't do it because I didn't do it even though I did. I know. This is the Democrats. But they're trying to feed people. Hang on, I want to see something real quick. I want to show you something real quick. Do you love me? Feed my sheep. Sure. Feed my sheep. Damn it, you bastards. $21.17. So, when they had finished eating, Jesus said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these? Yes, Lord, he said. You know that I love you. Jesus said, feed my lambs. In the King James, feed my sheep. Again, Jesus said, Simon, son of John, do you love me? He answered, Yes, Lord, you know that I love you. See this sweet ass necklace, this cross I got around my neck? See that? I got my Jesus Saves t-shirt. I got my What Would Jesus Do bracelet. I got my American flag pants. And I got my Jesus Trump shoes with the big cross on there. Sorry, golden tee. Gold, gold, gold. Jesus said, Take care of my sheep. The third time he said to him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Well, Peter was hurt because Jesus asked him the third time, Do you love me? He said, Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you. Jesus said, Feed my sheep. I'm trying to see if there's an asterisk and make sure that you have enough cost, that you make sure the over cost and overrun. There is an 18 right there. Oh, that's just the break of the verse. Okay, I thought that maybe like they were trying to say there's another part to it, that he wasn't just saying feed my fuck. If you claim to love me, feed people. Don't worry about the fucking cost. Don't worry about you. Feed my sheep. Take care of my sheep. If you claim to love me at all, otherwise you're a lying sack of shit. Three times. What was the one? You'll deny me thrice before the cock crows twice? No, I never will. I never will. Hey, aren't you with that guy? The guy up on the cross? Fuck no. Yeah, that's one of the guys over there. Oh, you're with him, aren't you? Mm-mm. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I've seen you hanging out with Jesus. You know Jesus, right? You hanging out with him? I mean, we're not gonna string you up or anything, but you know him, right? No idea. Thrice. Do you love me? So if you claim to love Jesus and you go to church and you do all this shit and you are voting or have voted in the past, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if you voted at any point in time between Reagan and now to insist that food stamp people have any kind of works validation, this right here condemns you. This right here condemns you. Jesus said, feed my sheep. Verily I tell you, when you were younger, you dressed yourself and went where you wanted, but when you are old, will stretch out your hands and someone else will dress you and lead you where you do not want to go. Jesus said this to indicate the kind of death by which Peter would glorify God. Then he said to him, follow me. Jesus answered, if you want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? If I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? You must follow me. Jesus answered, if I want him, the betrayer, to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? Who did you say I was? You said I was the Son of the living God, right? Because he asked him, who do you say I am? You're the Son of the living God. Blessed are you, for it is not flesh that has told you this, but my Father who is in heaven. My Father, not me. I didn't tell you this with my mind. My Father in heaven told you the truth. That I am the Son of God. And now you're asking me shit. What about him? Fuck you. Remember when I said that earlier? That's it. If I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? Fuck you. Follow me. You must follow me. Fuck you. That's why. What about him? Fuck you. What about him? I want him to remain alive till I return so I can fuck him up then. Or maybe he's doing something. I got him doing something. I have something for you to do. You, come with me. I said follow me. I didn't say ask me a bunch of fucking questions. Follow. You don't gotta ask any questions to follow. Except for how, exactly what do you want me to do here? No, I get that, but I don't know how to get across. How do you want me to do that? I'll do it, but just tell me how to do it. Why? Did I say follow me or question my motives? I said follow. Now, use that bridge and fucking cross across. Oh, okay, gotcha. Why am I up? Shut the fuck up! Now stand over there until someone comes in. Who's coming? Shut the fuck up! Stand right there and someone will be win. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. Stand right there and wait. Someone will be along to get you, and you will know who they are. Till then, just sit there and shut up. You have no other use for me, so don't ask any other fucking questions. This is the only you want to be useful to me? Do that. And shut the fuck up. Play your part and shut the fuck up. Oh, that's rude. Shut the fuck up. What kind of asshole can't stand the fact that God tells them to shut the fuck up through the Son of God? What kind of asshole has a problem with that? Yet a judge tells you to sit down and you just sit. An officer tells you to be quiet and you sit down. But God or his son tells you to shut the fuck up and oh, how rude. Excuse the fuck out of me? What the fuck did you just say? Oh, but his honor gets a yes, sir? Boy, you really don't. You really don't. I said, do you love me? Take care of my sheep. You really don't. You really don't. You really don't give a fuck about nothing. God tells me to sit down. I'm sitting in the dirt. I'm saying, do you want me to sit lower? How low? Put dirt on top of myself? I mean, how low? Do you want me to die? How far low do you want me to be? And that's why I get a feeling to do shit, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do that. I just do it. People are disturbed, man. You're very, very. Your mental process is just really fucked up, man. Many who are unbelievers blaspheme God too when they use God's name as a swear word. See, the people, that's another thing, swear word. The Bible says, thou shalt not swear. And so to control your language of the things they don't want to hear, they added a bunch of words that they called swear words. Since you guys are not that bright, we're going to learn your asses, man. Slowly but surely, we're going to learn you all the fucking way. All the fucking way. Make a solemn statement, a promise, undertaking to do something affirming that is the case. Thou shalt not, let's look at the commandment. Thou shalt not swear. We're going to learn you today. We're going to learn you all the fucking way. And if nothing else, you can't say that no one's out there telling this shit because someone was out there. Whether you click in and click out, that's up to you. We're going to learn you today. We're going to learn the fuck out of you all the fucking way. But I tell you, do not swear an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is God's throne, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, or for the city of the great king. And do not swear by your head, for you cannot make even one hair white or black. All you need to say is simply yes or no. Anything beyond this comes from the evil one. That wasn't the commandment. That was Matthew. But the commandment says don't swear by anything that is in heaven, in the earth, in the water, or anything that in them there is. Therefore, no swearing to God, no swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. No swear, I swear on my mother's grave. No swear, those are swears! Fuck, you're stupid. Swear. Swear to me that you're gonna fucking... No, I will not defy my God. Use language kind of regarded as coarse. That's a second fucking thing added in later to control your fucking language. So they don't want to hear fucking. They don't want to hear fuck you, you fucking fuck. Oh, you use swear words, and thou shalt not swear. Fuck you. That's not a swear at all. I didn't swear to fuck you. I didn't promise to fuck you. I'm asking you to go fuck yourself. That's not a swear at all, is it? Oh, shit. What did I swear by? That I shit myself? No. No, I didn't shit. Nope, didn't shit myself. I'm all good. Didn't even piss myself. Son of a bitch. I didn't swear that he's a son of a bitch. I didn't. I mean, he might be, but first off, he's a she, so I don't think how she could be a son of a bitch. No, I don't see how these are swears at all. Aside from you trying to control my fucking language, so you can go fuck yourself. A swear is like, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I swear I didn't do it. I swear to God. I swear on my mother's grave. I swear on my fucking father's ashes. I swear on, the bones of my ancestors. If I'm lying, may heaven fucking come down and break my face. A simple yes or no will do, guy. No, you gotta know exactly how honest I am. I swear I didn't do it. Or may God strike me, you know what I mean? Don't swear. Why? Because you can't hold up your end. Only God can do that. And by swearing, you are tempting him. You gonna do it? I'm gonna do it. You promise? I swear. What if you die? Now you're a liar, aren't you? I didn't mean to. Oh, here we go with the what you meant. Not reality. Now we're dealing with what you meant. Not the reality situation. Now we got to go back and discuss what you meant. Now we need to talk about how innocent you are because you didn't mean to. Now we got to talk about your feelings and what you really were trying to say. Well, you have a time to say what you're really trying to say, and that's now. And all you have to do is choose the right fucking words. It's not hard. It's really not hard. Even if you're going live in straightforward, you just go through the dictionary and you make sure the words you're fucking using are the fucking words you fucking mean. And if you don't fucking know, you've got a fucking cheat sheet in your fucking pocket all the fucking time, don't you? It's more than just a Wordle fucking game. It's more than just fucking watching, your ex and how they fucking, what they're up to. It's more than fucking checking out your fucking friends and being like, hey, I don't like to talk I'm on a phone and I could talk to you, but I do not like to talk about things. Oh, I'm so glad there's a spell check. So, if you want to talk about things, then we can. Oh, they don't have one already suggested there. I hate when they don't have one already suggested there because I like to be able to just. Then we can just go to the store and have a good time. I like you. How are you today? And then send. On your phone. Which goes to their phone, which they don't like to talk to people on. It has a camera. You could call the person up and be like, hey, what's up, man? How are you? I just thought I'd check in real quick, man. Oh, I'm not going to take long. I just thought I'd say hi. Cool, man. What are you doing? Nothing? Yeah. Hey, you got time like this weekend to talk? Cool. We just haven't hung out in a while, so. All right, man. Cool. Later. It's so hard. It's so hard. It takes so much effort to do that. I much rather go, I don't like to talk on the phone because I am fucking insane. So I am talking to you on a phone via keyboard. Send to your phone. I hear you. I don't like to talk on the phone either but this is a really cool $900 one that goes very fast and has AI built into it. I talked to it today. It's very smart and clever. I like ChatGPT, but DeepSeek is actually better and sounds more human. Send to your phone. Alexa, play This Fucking World Sucks My Dick. Turn the temperature up to 90 degrees. I want to take off all my clothes. It's getting hot in here. It is. Well, you can take all your clothes off too, Alexa. That's fine. This world is such a pain in my fucking ass, man. I love the planet. I love the creatures. There are several of the people that are fucking incredible. They're just insanely, really brilliant and just wonderful souls and lights of the universe, man. But then, fuck. Dude, what? 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 Matt Gaetz? Let's pull this guy smiley looking motherfucker up. Or was it Gary Gnu? Maybe it's Gary Gnu. No Gnu's is good Gnu's with Gary. No, Gary Gnu. That's just a Space Coaster. So maybe it was fucking him. But anyways, this fucking Beavis and Butthead combination. Dear God, that's an ugly fuck. I'm no prize, but holy shit. Fuck! This is the face of date rape, man. I'm sorry. This ugly fuck. Their souls are so disgusting. You can just look at them and they look fucked up. You want to know why? Because they lie so fucking much that their soul turns to shit. And they're constantly running from these lies, so they get old fast. I was thinking today about Gen X, like why we're fucking jaded as fuck. Well, it's because we grew up with a system that was lying to us. You know, the same system that's lying to you guys now? It lied to us, and we knew it. We all knew it. We all felt it. We all understood it. And they kept telling us over and over, there's going to come a time when you guys are going to take over, and you guys are going to be, it's going to be your turn, and blah, 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 blah. I stayed abreast on politics for my turn to take over the fucking politics. They found out what we were going to do with it, and like, we'll just keep hold of it. And then Mitch McConnell just further sunk into his goddamn shell and has been fucking sitting up there, King Turtle. Look at this fucking turtle-looking motherfucker, man. He looks like that fucking... Hang on. Mitch McConnell. There we go. There's Captain Turtle. Turtle face. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I don't. I've been looking for about 300 years now. I've been. What was I saying again? Oh, yes. This is a tragedy. I'll tell you what, my mouth barely moves at all. Did you see when he fell? And his wife kind of smiled and didn't make a move. His younger Asian wife, he's coming to the fucking stairs and coming to the stage and trips and falls, and she's just like, it does the feint of the hands, and he just goes to the ground. Doesn't move to help him up at all, and just kind of a little bit smiling a little bit. And then, as he started to get up, then she kind of moves over there to like help him up. It's beautiful. Nothing like true Republican love. You know what I mean? The kind you really pay for. You know what I mean? You gotta buy that shit. You know, like what the fuck? It's a Guilfoyle. You know, real, true, paid for love. Yep. Mitch McConnell is a fucking cartoon turtle. Because if you look at a real turtle, not quite. See? Kind of majestic looking. Kind of beautiful. Got like, he looks like he's going to race. He's not, but he looks like it. Looks like he's ready to race. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's ready to go. It may be at 1.4 miles per year, but he's ready to go. All right, so then you go back. Keep that in mind. You see this one? Oh, you can't see that one. Here, let me get out of the way. See that guy right there? Yeah. Okay. Is that guy? Let's see if we can find some other ones here. See more. Oh, I got some fucking. God, I wish I could see the turtle used to wear the glasses. Oh, I think it's a turtle from Robin Hood. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Images. We're gonna learn your ass today. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna teach you a thing or two. Love. Tell me, Mr. Love. Alright, so put that over there. And images of Mitch McConnell, Mitch McTurtle. Get Mitch McTurtle on the screen. Oh, we gotta get a good picture of Mitch McTurtle. There we go. Let's get Mitch McTurtle on the screen. There we go. Now we'll get another turtle here. And come on now. Behave yourself. Behave. There we go. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. There we go. Let's do this here. Come on. Stop it. Behave. You know you want to show the people the fucking turtleness of Mitch McConnell now. Stop it. All right. Now, what we got to do is get my big head out of the fucking way. Bitch McTurtle. Come on, man. Come on. It ain't. He can sing It Ain't Easy Being Green. That motherfucker is a fucking turtle. Yeah, that motherfucker is a cartoon turtle. Fuck Mitch McConnell, fucking cartoon turtle ass bitch. What a fucking piece of shit. Fucking had a stroke on stage, still won't give up his fucking position. What a fuck. So that's why, that's just my shadow. I thought it was the black. You know what I mean? That's what he fucking looks like at all times. Oh God. Oh no. Is that the Grim Reaper? Oh, no, that's just Barack Obama. Okay. Oh. Shit. Fucking piece of shit. All right, so 10 characteristics of Antichrist. He claims to be God and is worshipped. I am the chosen one. His fucking followers go out in the fucking cold and worship him. Don't fucking say they don't. They fucking do. Those Trump rallies, he doesn't say anything new. It's the same shit and they still show up. 2020 was stolen. We're going to get it back. I'm your retribution. I thought God was your revenge. I'm the Lord thy God. Vengeance is mine. No, apparently Trump is your retribution. So you've already bent down and worshipped his ass right there. So shut the fuck up about that. You do worship him. You don't worship God at all. You want him to be your retribution. You've handed over your vengeance from God to him. Congratulations. Well done. Well done, Christians. You're fucking stupid pieces of shit. And this proves it. This proves it all right here that you're dumb fucks. You're dumb. You don't believe in the words that you claim to believe in because you voted for the fucking Antichrist. The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works. Satan doesn't actually do miracles like wine and shit like that. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders that serve the lie. And all the ways that wickedness deceives those who are perishing. The judge is totally corrupt. The lawyers are corrupt. The whole system is corrupt. Everything's corrupt. I'm probably the cleanest man God's ever made. These are words he said. And you motherfuckers voted for him. And you dumb fucks who claim to be Christians with your American flag pants and your sweet-ass Kid Rock hats. You did this. You voted for the Antichrist. He is literally the Antichrist. He is lawless. He disobeys the law of the land. He said, I could shoot someone in Fifth Avenue, and you cheered. You didn't go, whoa, man, no. If you shot someone on Fifth Avenue, dude, I'm sorry. You'd lose my support. Oh, he'd lose my support. He's already attacked the fucking police, and he hasn't lost your support. He attacked the United States, the Capitol, and the Constitution. He didn't lose your support. You are in a cult. You are a worshiper of Donald Trump. Congratulations. But at least you're waking up to the fact. That's good. That's good. They perish because they refuse to love the truth and so be saved. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie, the big lie, so that they all will be condemned who have not believed the truth, but have delighted in wickedness. Ha ha, you mad. We won. You sad. You delighted that the evil one, you delighted that you put the evil one back into office. He's friends with Jeffrey Epstein. You're so worried about the children that you put a bunch of little girls around him. And he hangs out with Jeffrey Epstein. Who recruited people from Mar-a-Lago. His 34 fucking felonies convicted by a jury of his peers. Not false. Not stacked. Not wrongful. Duly prosecuted. The times when Eileen Cannon breaks the law. The time when the Supreme Court breaks the law. The time when they break the law over and over for Donald Trump. You cheer. When they released his mug shot, the only president to have a mug shot, you celebrated. so that they believe a lie, so that they will be condemned who have not believed the truth, but have delighted in wickedness. The sad fact is that people will be so far removed from knowing Jesus Christ that they won't recognize the true God from the false one. These powers are also mentioned in Revelation 13:13, and he performed great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to the earth in full view of the people. All he's got to do, he's promising retribution like the world has never seen if those fucking hostages not returned. He is the type of dumbass to launch a missile to prove his point, because he's being told now, I mean, people are catching on, that he is all bluster. And that if you push back at all, he will back down. Canada pushed on him, he backed down. Mexico pushed on him, he backed down. He claimed victory by claiming a victory that was already won by Biden, because he's a liar. He actually got less than what Biden had. The attack on Canada, even though they've pulled, I think Trump might have pulled, he might have said for like the month, he's pulled the tariffs. I don't know for sure that they are not going to move forward with their tariffs. See, he moved his chess piece. Then he backed his chess piece off. If they keep moving their chess piece forward, you're fucked. And it's your choice for fucking hiring a stupid idiot who, rather than go in and being diplomatic and saying, hey, Canada, I know Donald Trump, just struck a deal with you the last time I was in office, but I'm negating that. And I want to do a new deal. Why doesn't he do that? Because he just struck a fucking deal with them. And he's the master negotiator, right? So why would he have to renegotiate a deal that he's claiming is one of the worst deals we've ever been in? He bans TikTok because it's a competitor. Then on further inspection, the military goes, oh, it is Chinese owned. That could be a backdoor and impossible thing. Yeah, we support that. We're actually, that's actually not a bad idea. It should at least be owned by an American company or something like that. If they're going to be doing that, as much time as people are spending on it, it should be at least monitored. We got to figure out something about it. So we're putting a ban on it for right now. We're gonna figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? Just to make sure that we have some watchdogs. It's a quick and easy way. I mean, it's a personal account. They have access to the phone. The phone, it could be very bad. So we're just going to try and make sure of some things. You can't take our TikTok. I would never take your TikTok. I'm giving you your TikTok back. Yeah, Donald Trump got his TikTok back. Donald Trump got it banned in the first. They weren't even looking at it. They weren't even planning on doing anything to TikTok until he fucking decided to do a TikTok ban. Which you guys were all for when you talk about TikTok. Yeah, China's spying on us, and you're just letting them do it. Dumbass, it's your phone. It's your phone. Did the government also give you Russian spyware from going online looking at porn? Huh? Why didn't they protect you from that? Why didn't they protect you from the girl with the VD? Why didn't they protect you from the guy that's going to knock you up and leave you for someone else? Where is the government when you need it? Oh, that's right. You want everything. You want them in your bedroom to protect you from any kind of danger, and you want them to fuck out of your bedroom as soon as you want to take a shower. Then you want them back in the bedroom when that piece of shit gets home, don't you? All things based around you. These are all you problems that you're thinking the government should handle, which the government is not designed for, so you don't understand how the government actually fucking works. So therefore the government is never working right. Because you don't know what the fucking actual job of the government is, which was my idea that they come forward with a new amendment to the Constitution that is bound to the Constitution within the Constitution. It's 4 fucking pages. And that can be amended a lot easier. It tells you what the first page tells you what your rights are, and then what your responsibilities for that are. Then it says what the government can do and what the government cannot do in plain language. Simple, 4 pages. It covers whether or not your freedom of speech. It covers all the rights. It covers everything that you do have and what you don't have, and that way it can be updated to be modern language, so it's not unclear. And whenever it is updated, it's designed to be updated easier, just to keep people abreast of what your rights actually are and what any of developments in freedom of speech. You have freedom of speech. However, hate speech is not protected, and it doesn't cover private property. Stores, someone's home, things like that. I can say, you're not going to say fuck around me or I'm going to beat the shit out of you. My first, blam! Where's the Constitution? While I'm holding you down, beating the fuck out of you every time you say fuck. By the time the cops get there, I'm well away. With an alibi. And I never suffer any consequences of it. Ever. Where's your Constitution? I'll get a camera. I'll break every fucking camera you ever have. Where's your Constitution now? Oh, I'll get a witness. I'll make sure that they don't ever see it. Where's your Constitution? All you're going to have are the bruises. Where's your Constitution to protect you? Where's your Constitution to protect you from God's wrath? When you decided, based on the Constitution, to make laws that go against the Bible, the very rules that you believe in yourself. Thou shalt not kill. You join the army and you have to. Bye-bye. There's no asterisks. Well, God, I was serving you. No, you weren't. There was no point in time when I came, well, I was serving you. America's not my country. Earth is my planet. Asshole. You think God plays favorites with humans? You really think that? Then why does he keep burdening you? Just a question. You were burdened back in Europe. So you had to come here to get unburdened, so you burden people. And then here, now that you got your new... It's always something, right? If we could just get rid of these Native Americans. Okay, if we could just get rid of these fucking Mexicans. If we could just get rid of these fucking slaves we brought here. If we could just do this. It's always something that... It's never you. Because everywhere you go, the problem persists. So it seems to me that you're the fucking problem. If I move to Michigan, and suddenly I have a very, very dry scalp. Well, I don't want to be out west. Let me move down south. And despite the humidity, I've got a very, very dry scalp. Okay, maybe East Coast. Dry scalp. Shit. I'm moving back out west. Dry scalp. Guess what? That's my dry scalp. It wasn't always. It is now. You now have some condition that's causing you to have dry scalp. It wasn't moving to Michigan. It wasn't moving to the South. It wasn't moving out west. It wasn't the people that you were hanging around. It wasn't because you're bad. It wasn't because you pissed God off. You gotta get some goddamn head and shoulders. That's it. I don't want it. That's for people. That's for what? For losers? Losers have dry scalps? People have dry scalps, man. For some reason, we look at having perfection or attaining perfection or being born with certain attributes makes you better or worse of a human. Well, God obviously hates me. He made me ugly. He fucked my teeth up. He obviously hates me. Maybe he didn't want you to be a shallow piece of shit and wanted you to develop a fucking personality. Because he loves you. Bodies come a dime a dozen. Souls. Souls are beautiful. Like I said about going to a museum, I see beautiful shells all the time. Their insides are dog shit. They're nice people, but there's nothing original or alive behind their eyes. There's no original thought. It's like I was telling my friend Scott, dude. We were hanging out. And I noticed that I never can tell what the fuck he's gonna say. It's like, man, it's really cool with knowing. I mean, like, the cool thing about real people is you never know what the fuck they're gonna say. I never know what the fuck you're gonna say. You're a real person, and that's really cool, man. I'm like, shit, thanks. I'm like, dude, I can tell what people are gonna say all the fucking time. Conversations are so fucking boring to me usually. I can usually tell by the way people are dressed exactly how the fucking conversation's gonna go. And so basically, for me, we're having the conversation a second time. Believe it or not. I've already run it in my head. When I saw your clothing and all that other shit, you can believe me or not. That's why I'm like, if you see me engaging, that means you are an actual person. And I've got something I can learn from you. So, yeah. Trump, you're a godly man. Yes, I like the Bible. I think is one of the most important. Next to Art of the Deal. I mean, Art of the Deal is like probably the second best book besides the Bible, but it's even that. Can't even go for the fucking talk about God at all without mentioning himself. He finally goes to church, and what he wanted, he got. The entire sermon was about him. That's what he wanted more than anything, to go into a church and hear all the heaps and praises of how either God be praised, he sent us Donald Trump, or Trump be praised, finally, our Lord and King is back. But no, that's not what he got, is it? He got at first a plea for mercy, at which kind of appealed to him. Watch it back. It appealed to him. You recognize my power, and I could have mercy. I am a merciful person, so I can have mercy on them. Yeah, okay. And then she kept on and started talking about God and Jesus, and he's like, "Oh, you don't think I am?" And that's when he got mad and he starts going. The service wasn't very exciting, because I usually go for service, for church service, for the excitement. Usually the smackdown. You know what I mean? I really appreciate when they let another preacher from another church come in and do a rebuttal. That's my favorite part. Or when they do like the paternity test. I like my church to be like my reality TV. You know, like I like my government. People I know, famous people from that I can see that I know you from TV. You're the newscaster. You're in charge of science. You get the weather wrong. You get the weather wrong when the weatherman tells you what the weather's going to be. Al Roker goes, this weather, and like he tosses it to you, and you're like, I don't think it's going to rain. And all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, it rains. That's Pete Hegseth. Fuck, why don't you get Peter Ducey or the other fucking, some of those other morons from Fox and Friends? Clever like a, sly as a, sneaky like a. And your answer is my news source. Your news source got sued for $700 million, well, $1.5 billion for lying. And they settled out of court for $700 million for lying. But part of the condition of getting the $700 million was keeping under wraps that they lied. Not that they can't. I'm sure those people cannot go out and go, yeah, we got $700 million because they fucking lied their asses off. That's probably part of the stipulation. Because it happened, they can say, yeah, we won $700 million. I can't talk anything else about it. Because they're going right back into the business of selling you lies, and they don't need you fucking that up by saying, yeah, we won. They knew we had them by the fucking balls. They lied about our shit, and we were going to take them for $1.5 billion, bankrupting their entire fucking company. They informed us that we would win, but they would do everything they could to drag it out for fucking ever. And the most that we would ever get would be somewhere around $100 to $200 million. Or we could sign for $700 million and NDAs, and we won't talk about what happened and go on our way. We took the $700 million because they fucked our business up. More than likely, they're just going to, instead of being Dominion or whatever fucking Scantronics, whatever the fuck they are, they'll just change their name and start selling them under a different name. And you guys go, yeah, this will work. It's the same fucking machine. It's got a different logo on it. But now the Dominion is fucking, can't have that fucking name, which is a fucked up name to have for a fucking voting system. I think unless that was my last name and it was spelled different, I would go with something else. For a Democratic election. I mean, if it was supposed to be fucking a non-Democratic election, sure, Dominion. No, we don't mean it like that. Again, no one ever means it like that. Because you don't watch your fucking words. There's two different things. You can take my shit the wrong way. I clearly say what I'm saying, and in the context of what I'm saying, it's obvious of what I'm saying. If I'm saying like, blah, 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 I don't like cheese, I don't like cheese, I don't like cheese, I don't like cheese, and I make a statement that can be suddenly that I like cheese and keep going, or it could be I don't like cheese or I like cheese. Which of the two do you think I meant? That's where you know what I mean comes into play. When you're just talking fucking government politics and shit, and you're just speaking in very broad stroke brushes about Christianity and whatever, and then you go, and then we got to do this, and like, you can't do that. One, Christianity won't let you, and two, the Constitution. You know what I mean. We're going to pass a law that, no, I don't know what you mean. You didn't say anything about passing a new law to let that fucking happen. Probably because you know that won't be popular. That's what people tend to do with things that are not going to be popular. They tend to hide it. They obfuscate the truth because they know no one's going to go along with the truth. The difference is Jesus never performed miracles to draw attention to himself, but to glorify God. The Antichrist will try and draw glory to himself and with miracles. I brought peace to the Middle East. Only I could get this done. People try forever to get this done. I got it done. For 50 years, they've wanted to repeal Roe v. Wade. For 50 years, it's been the law of the land, and no one wanted to repeal it except for a handful of fucking piece of shit Christians who want to tell people they'll never meet how to live their life, which is standing in the way of sinners, which is not Christian at all. So shut the fuck up, please. He got all those people. He beat Hillary. No one thought that was going to be possible. He beat Kamala. I personally didn't think that was going to be possible. Pretty miraculous. He has bombed places already. He ordered an airstrike on that one airport. Baghdadi or something like that. There's a guy that supposedly got hit by that attack. He was shot in the ear, but I don't think that's what they're talking about here. "42 months over the earth." That's almost 4 years. Authority continue to literally make war for 42 months. He's already starting. He's already started. Gaza. He's talking about attacking them. If we get into a war with Ukraine and Russia, he's talking about how Putin and him are talking about how to de-escalate. You know, this is not the table. It's Ukraine. So I wonder how it's going to go for the Ukrainian people. But you don't care because you don't live there, do you? And you're not well informed about what's going on, so you don't care, do you? But you want the war to stop over there because why do you? You want the war over there to stop. Meanwhile, Trump starts threatening attacks on Muslims. Oh, it's a Hamas. You think they're just going to stand by and let that happen? You guys don't understand anything. It's really sad. Every tribe and people, language and nation, Christians who actually reign supreme, for Jesus is Lord of all of his authority. And Christ thinks he has power, but he's given only as much power as God allows him to have. All this man's power is within the sovereign plan of God, and God uses there. World economy, gee. Almost all the economy is based on the U.S. dollar. And Elon Musk is looking at fucking For to all people, great, small, rich, and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hands or in their foreheads. Elon Musk is working on brain chips, right? Yeah. He's working on actual. You guys were worried about the fucking injection of the needle, and Elon Musk recently finished human trials of putting chips in the brain. I wonder how long it'll be before they start putting it where, in like under the forehead or whatever, or if there's something else planned for that. Abomination, desolation to armed forces will rise up, desecrate the temple, the fortress, and abolish the daily sacrifice. Then they will set up the abomination that causes desolation. He will invade the kingdom when its people feel secure, and he will seize it through intrigue. After coming to an agreement with him, he wanted to call them the Trump Accords. He will act deceitfully. They have a deal currently going right now. The Trump Accords. The Israel Accords, whatever. It's supposed to be, I think, 7 years. I don't think it's been that long. And now he's talking about bombing, attacking Gaza if the hostages are not freed. You know, because that's going to help out so much. You know, when you're trying to get someone back from a war zone, you know what helps? Bombing that war zone. Oh, yeah. You're trying to get those people back alive? Just start raining bombs on the area. And don't worry about whether or not you're going to hit one of the hostages or anything like that. Just go ahead. Just do what you got to do. You're justified when you're stupid like Donald Trump. He will act deceitfully, and with only a few people, he will rise to power. He will invade them and will achieve what neither his fathers nor his forefathers did. He will distribute plunder, loot, and wealth among his followers. He will plot the overthrow of fortresses, but only for a time. He is a liar and a thief of thieves. He makes an agreement and promises peace, but then breaks his promise and deceives many. Jesus spoke about this thing. Therefore, when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet standing in the holy place, whoever reads, let him understand. That is a prayer there. If you're reading this, that you are allowed to understand. He wants you to, if you have an ear, he wants it open. And if you don't have an ear, but you are reading this, understand. Whoever reads this, let them understand. Then those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him who is on the housetop not go down to take anything out of his house. And let him who is in the field not go back to get his clothes. But woe to those who are pregnant and those who are nursing babies in those days. And pray that your flight may not be in winter or on the Sabbath, for then there will be great tribulation, such as not been since the beginning of the world until this time, no, nor ever shall be. Your flight may not be in winter. What's been happening in the flights this winter? This is your captain asking you what has been happening with the flights in winter. How frequently since Donald Trump took office? How often? How many since he took office? And before that, how many were falling out of the sky? It's winter, right? Yep, it's winter. Is someone about to call my phone or something? Something's popping. Okay. Anyways. Am I coming through the speakers? No, I'm not coming through the speakers. I thought maybe that was it. There have been earthquakes. All kinds of earthquakes happening. Turn these off. All kinds. Earthquakes. Fires. Santa Ana winds. Freezing storms. Storms happening right now, man. Supposedly right now, like I think last night was the first of like 3 that are coming our way. It was -7 degrees last night. -7 fucking degrees. It hasn't got that cold since I moved up in like 2008. Maybe 2009 it got that cold, but it hasn't been that cold since. Satan and all those under his rule have always sought destruction of the Jews. You see that? Satan and all those under his rule have always sought the destruction of the Jews. So all the Nazis and all the neo-Nazis and all the Proud Boys and all the Jew and Our Places people, Satan and all those under his rule have always saw the destruction of the Jews. The end time sees this brought to fruition. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots, and with horsemen, and with many ships. And he shall enter into the countries, and shall overflow and pass over. The Passover is coming up in April. He shall enter also into the glorious land, Jerusalem, and many countries shall be overthrown. But these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom and Moab, and the chief of the children of Ammon. This happens after another treaty is broken. You think Trump's not going to... Trump doesn't hold anything. Especially since they wouldn't call it the Trump Accords, he probably will not hold true to the tenets therein. I know what happened. I put the wrong rubber band, I bet. I bet you this one goes on the top and not the bottom. If nothing else, I probably have another one. Anyways, he has no loyalty to anything. He just signed a deal with Canada not so long ago, and Mexico, because remember NAFTA was a piece of shit. So he negotiated. He negotiated the deal, remember? And he's the master deal negotiator, and now he's saying the deal is shit. So who do we have to blame for the shit? The guy who negotiated the deal. So why would he negotiate a better deal? Why didn't he negotiate a better deal back then? He was the king of the... He's king... He's... What? The fuck is wrong with you people, man? Seriously, what the fuck's wrong with you? I could easily keep going. I'm not gonna. Like I said, I'm tired, dude. This is one of the reasons why I'm so fucking sick of this fucking place and all the shit. Is because everybody's so fucking full of shit. People don't understand the words they own. The words are coming out of their own face. People hoping you don't know what I mean. Fuck you. Just say what the fuck you mean instead of me having to suss out what the fuck you mean. Like I said, there's a difference between like some people are just being semantical and being assholes about what you mean. You know what I mean? Just so they can just be a dick. Like, dude, you know what the fuck I mean. You know I didn't mean that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you just use big, broad fucking words that don't make fucking sense when someone points it out to you. Like, you know what I meant. No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you to clarify. Because unlike you, I say things I mean. So you may have actually meant what you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. And unless I ask, I don't know. And it's when I ask that you realize how stupid it sounds for you to say it. And that's when, no, you know what I mean. Do you? Do you know what you mean? Then why don't you say it? It's not hard. I'm doing it right now.